Do you know you need to strength train, but every time you think about starting, you immediately feel overwhelmed? You don't know what exercises to do. You don't know how much weight you're supposed to use. You don't know if you're supposed to be doing full body, upper body, lower, push day, pull day, Pilates, HIIT, functional training. Listen, your time is precious. You don't want to waste the little time and energy you have doing things that don't actually move the needle. I got this comment from one of my subscribers the other day, and I thought it was worth making a video about. I've exercised my whole life. I did Pilates for 20 years, but now I'm in perimenopause. I've gained weight, I work 2 jobs, and honestly, I've lost the will to exercise. I bought dumbbells, a ball, a foam roller. I have everything I need at home. I just don't know what to do. Tell me if that sounds familiar. I read that and thought, this is exactly why so many people never start strength training. It's not because they're lazy. It's not because they don't know they should do it. It's not because they don't care. It's because fitness has become so complicated that people are terrified of doing the wrong thing or wasting their precious time. If that's you, this video is for you. Because if I had to start strength training from scratch tomorrow, this is exactly what I do. No chaos, no endless exercise list, no unrealistic expectations. Just the things that actually matter in a way that can give you evidence that you'll actually do it. Today, I'm going to show you one simple full body workout that you can repeat 2 to 3 times per week. That's it. Before I show you the workout, I need you to understand something. Strength training is not about memorizing hundreds of exercises. You do not need a new workout every week. You do not need muscle confusion, whatever that is. And you definitely do not need to spend an hour and a half in the gym. What you need are to learn a few basic movement patterns. Because almost every exercise you've ever seen is just a variation of one of those patterns. Learn the patterns, practice them consistently, and gradually get stronger, and you're gonna be ahead of 90% of people. First, we have the squat pattern. This is simply sitting down and standing back up. It is a movement we do every day. Every day you squat when you get out of a chair, get off the toilet, or stand up from the couch. Second is a hinge pattern. Your hips being the hinge. This is bending through the hips while keeping your spine straight and stable. You hinge every time you pick something up off the floor. Next, we have our push pattern. A push simply means moving something away from your body. There are 2 main types. A horizontal push, like a push-up or chest press, where you push straight out in front of you, horizontal in relationship to your body, and a vertical push, like an overhead press, where you push weight overhead, putting something in the overhead compartment. Then we have our pull patterns. A pull means bringing something toward your body. Again, we have 2 main categories here. A horizontal pull, like a row, where you're pulling something toward your torso, like opening a door. A vertical pull, like a pull up or a pull down, where you're pulling something toward you from overhead. And finally, we need some form of core and stability work. Not endless crunches. Your core's main job is to actually stabilize your body and transfer force from one part of your body to another. Once you understand these movement patterns, building workouts becomes incredibly simple and systematic. 3 rules before we start. Rule number 1, breathe. And I know that sounds ridiculous because yes, you're obviously breathing, but every single time I start working with a new client, one of the first things we work on is breathing. And almost every single client is shocked to learn that yes, you absolutely can be a bad breather, because breathing isn't just about staying alive. How you breathe affects your ability to brace your core, create stability, produce force, and control movement. If you're constantly holding your breath, breathing shallowly into your chest, or losing pressure during an exercise, it is going to hold you back. Generally, inhale as you're lowering the weight or prepare for the movement. Exhale through the hardest part. Do not hold your breath. Think effort equals exhale. And if you've seen my breathing videos, this is why I spend so much time teaching long, slow, controlled exhales. Your diaphragm is a muscle that needs to be conditioned just like the rest of your body. Because when people finally learn how to breathe and brace properly, everything changes. Exercises feel stronger, their core feels stronger, they have less tension in the wrong places, they feel more stable, and movement just starts making more sense. And rule number 2, create tension before you move. Strength training is not just about moving dumbbells from point A to point B. Before every rep, grip the weight, brace your midsection, get tall, focus on the breath, get organized, then move. Good reps beat more reps every single time. And rule number 3, leave a couple reps in the tank. You should finish a set feeling like you could have done maybe 2 or 3 more reps with good form. You do not need to crawl off the floor for the workout to work. Let's build your warm-up. Before we jump into the workout, let's spend 5 minutes preparing the body. You don't need an elaborate warm-up, but a few targeted exercises can help you move better and feel the right muscles working. So the first drill would be diaphragmatic breathing. 5 breaths. Start on your back with your knees bent. Take slow breaths in through your nose, expanding your rib cage to the side and the back, not your belly or your chest. Then perform a slow, long exhale. Remember, breathing is the foundation for everything we're about to do. The second exercise are dead bugs for some core stability. 5 to 10 reps total. This is a great exercise for learning how to brace your core while moving your arms and legs. Move slowly. Now you put your breath into practice. And don't allow your lower back to arch off the floor or your ribs to flare. The third exercise is a Spider-Man stretch with rotation where we incorporate some mobility for your hips, spine, and shoulders. 5 on each side. This helps open up the hips, thoracic spine, and shoulders. Take your time. Move with control. We're simply preparing the body to move well. So again, make sure you're breathing. And the fourth and final exercise for your warm-up is a single leg balance for 20 to 30 seconds per side. Strength training isn't just about building muscle. Balance matters too. Stand on one foot, stay tall, don't sink down into your hip. And if this is difficult for you, that's okay. Balance improves with practice, and it's insight. This is data. Let's get into that workout. We're gonna perform this workout 2 to 3 times per week. Start with 2 sets of each exercise. As you become more comfortable, progress to 3 sets. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions. Exercise 1, goblet squat to a chair. This is our squat pattern. Sit back under control. Lightly touch the chair. Stand up tall. Exhale as you stand. Have stable footing. The chair gives you a target and builds confidence and keeps you consistent with the depth each time. Slowly go lower as you've been getting better at it. Exercise 2 is a dumbbell floor press. This is your horizontal push. Lie on the floor. Lower the weights with control. Take a breath in. Exhale as you push the weights up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you push. The floor naturally limits the range of motion and makes this fantastic for beginner exercises. You should feel this in the chest, so be sure to puff your chest up each time you lower the weights. Exercise 3, dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. This is our hinge. Push your hips back, keep a soft bend in your knees, feel the stretch in your hamstrings, engaging your abs, your glutes, not your lower back. Stand tall and squeeze your glutes at the top. This movement teaches you how to safely pick things up and develop strength in the entire backside of your body. Exercise 4, supported one-arm row. This is your horizontal pull. Support yourself on a bench, chair, or couch. Pull with your shoulder. Pull your elbow back towards your hip. Pull with the back, not your arm. Pause, lower with control. Try not to yank the weight. Own the movement. Keep your back straight, do not start to round. Exercise 5 is a hip hinge. Lie on your back with your knees bent. Take a breath in, organize yourself, and then exhale as you drive through your heels. Press your hips up as high as they can go without arching your back or flaring your ribs. At the top, you should primarily feel this in your glutes and hamstrings, not your lower back. If you feel it mostly in your back, reset, breathe, try again, and tuck the tailbone underneath a little bit more. Remember, quality over quantity. Exercise 6 is a plank. This is one of my favorite beginner core exercises, but only if you're doing it correctly. I don't want you holding your breath and trying to survive for 3 minutes if it means that you're holding your breath. Instead, think about creating tension. Brace your abs. Keep breathing. And you should primarily feel this in your abs. And again, not your lower back or your neck or your shoulders. Start with 20 seconds to 30 seconds. Quality beats duration every single time. And exercise 7 is a suitcase march. Pick up one dumbbell, stand tall, march slowly in place, lifting one leg, counting to 3 before you lower it down. Don't bend sideways or hike a hip. Make sure you've actually got your balance. This exercise teaches your core to do what it was designed to do, stabilize. Do this for 10 reps on each arm. How heavy should you go? This is the question everybody asks. Your weight should feel challenging by the last couple reps. If you finish 10 reps and you feel like you could have done another 20, it's too light. If your form completely falls apart by rep 4, then it's too heavy. Remember, the goal is not to survive the workout. The goal is to get a little stronger over time. Here's how to progress it. Week 1, learn the exercises. Week 2, add a rep or 2 from last week. Week 3, increase the weight slightly and then repeat. See if you can slowly improve the range of motion or go a little slower or a little faster. Challenge yourself. You do not need a new workout every week. Repetition builds skill. Skill builds confidence. Confidence builds consistency. And consistency is what changes your body. Now, a lot of people ask me, what if I only have a couple pairs of dumbbells at home? No problem. If you don't have heavier weights, you can still progress. You can add reps. You can add sets, which are additional rounds. You can slow down the lowering or the harder part of the movement. You can pause at the hardest part of the exercise. You can improve your range of motion, seeing if you can squat a little lower with good form without your heels lifting up. You can improve your technique and control. You can decrease rest periods. And eventually, you probably will outgrow those weights and need heavier ones. But that's down the road. There's a lot of things you can do before you get to that point. But trust me, most beginners can make progress for a very long time with just a few sets of dumbbells. So to any of you feeling like my subscriber who left me that comment, you're probably a lot closer than you think. You already walk, you already have equipment, you already care. Now you have a plan. Do this workout twice a week, not perfectly, but consistently. And if you're someone who's been staring at those dumbbells in the corner, wondering where to start, let me know in the comments. Because chances are you're not the only one. I'll see you in the next one.